Welcome back to the channel, Trader Jan speaking. Today is the 9th of April, Thursday, 2026. This video is about the market analysis and the preparation of the trading day for the 9th of April. As we can see, the Asia session is already going on. We have half an hour after midnight Chicago time. All my times, which I show here, is time of Chicago. And as usual in these kind of videos, we're gonna look first onto the events and of the day, and then we're gonna jump into our 15 minutes chart. We're gonna review the locations and gonna define new ones as we deem it necessary. So events first, we have those events here, a couple of 3-star events at 7:30 in the morning US time, so 7 hours from now, core PCE information and initial jobless claims. Usually information which has a high impact on the market. I use this data more to be careful to trade during that day because there might be a lot of jumps because people or the great institutions, they take liquidity out of the market. So when there's a order coming, a big order coming, then the market is jumping randomly up and down. So I just keep my fingers off the keyboard around these times, and then once I see the market settling, then I'll be back in the game. How do I notice that the market is actually still not settling? It's actually, for me, my way as just the length of the candles. If you see here, the longest candle here is about 80 ticks. And if the candle is like 150, 200 ticks long, then for me it's not really a market where I want to be. So jumping back to the chart, we go right into the 15 minutes chart and see here Asia session, very narrow range, about 300 ticks. It's not in anticipation of the big numbers coming out at 7:30. People hold their money and just not enough market participation here or interest to move the market into one or the other direction. Now, looking at the chart here, we made the assessment yesterday around that time here. So I'm inclined to not change anything from here to here. So that one is still valid. So I'm just, yep, I'm taking this one out, that one out. I'll just take some of them out to make a little bit of a clearer view for myself. I'll keep that one here. That is the daily high of yesterday. And I'll remove this one here as a high, but I'm gonna put one here at the end of that range, but not as a daily one, but more as a support and resistance line. So the brownish ones are daily extremes, and the gray ones are the ones in between where I see certain support and resistance. My preferred support resistance areas are those like this one here, where an area used to be support and then this is resistance. That is the area which I'm most interested in because I'm living under the assumption that when the market hits that area, something gonna happen. So, and this one here, I'm gonna mark that area from that high volume node to this sharp decline here. That's the end of that big area here. So there might be something happening. This area is a bit big for my understanding, for my taste. I'm a scalper. I don't want to go for those huge ranges, but to make a small correction. Yep, now I'm back. Saw some strange things here in the chart. That was only because I needed to restart ATAS to reload all the data again, so that looks much better now here. So we have here today's low, which I will mark definitely as daily high and low, and then we have our daily high from today. I rather put this one here. That's for today. For yesterday, we have here a very high volume area. So I wouldn't mark that one in. So that is an area where I expect lots of trading happening. Now, looking at the amount of, let me correct that one and make it a little shorter. So once the market reaches that one, there might be either a rejection, or once it's in that range, then it might trade up and down here. But this one is, yep, I'll keep it that way. So we have our areas for today. Inside this area, more rangy. Below here, definitely short. Above here, definitely long. Everything in between. If it's an intraday, inside, if it's an inside day, inside the the 1100 ticks from yesterday, then it's all rangy and all just scalping going on over here and taking those ranges or those locations as targets for any kind of scalp activities during the day. So depending on the news, it might either be jumping up and down. If it's an inside day on the upper parts of yesterday's trading, then it's a rangy. If it comes above that layer, long. If it comes below that one, short. That's actually it for the moment. The Asia session is going on, and having said that, wish you a wonderful trading day and see you down at the trading floor.